A very good afternoon. You're watching Times Now live with me, Kritsween Walia. We first up begin with the top 50 stories of the day from across the country and the world. Prime Minister Narendra Modi lays foundation for Amrit Bharat Station scheme for redevelopment of 508 railway stations across India. The project is to be developed at a cost of approximately 25,000 crore rupees. The Prime Minister relaunches a veiled attack on the India bloc, says the whole country wants corruption, dynasty and appeasement to quit India. Prime Minister's spate of attacks on opposition continues, says opposition stands for the rise of negative politics, while the BJP is going ahead on the path of positive politics as a mission. Haryana Chief Minister announces special Haryana Rail Infrastructure Development Cooperation, a joint venture of Haryana government with the railways to work on elevated railway tracks. Congress takes a dig at the Prime Minister over the launch of Amrit Bharat Station scheme, says have been waiting for the Prime Minister to speak in the Parliament since the 20th July. Gyanvapi survey continues for the fourth day after imaging of the central dome. ASI team enters the basement. Team uses non-invasive methods and conducts mapping. All India Muslim Personal Law Board calls Supreme Court nod to survey unfortunate, says Muslims of the country are deeply disappointed over the order. BJP Lambas critics asks them to stop fear-mongering over Gyanvapi survey, says survey is only to unearth the truth. Bulldozer action over new rioters continues. Khattar Sarkar raises down hotel from where rioters pelted stones. As Khattar Sarkar tightens news around new rioters, opposition labels bulldozer action as selective, alleges Khattar government is razing houses of one particular community. Hindu Samaj holds Mahapanchayat in Gurugram's Tigar village over Haryana violence. New administration lifts curfew for 3 hours for the movement of public, allows people to step out to buy essentials. Meanwhile, mobile internet, bulk SMS and dongle services to remain suspended and new till the 8th of August. Haryana Home Minister evades questions on violence, asks reporters to go and question the Chief Minister instead. Congress leader Kamal Nath honors Bhageshwar Dham's Dhirendra Shastri, rolls out red carpet for him in Madhya Pradesh's Chhindwara. BJP tears into Congress, calls Kamal Nath Dhirendra Shastri Bonhomie stunt for votes ahead of MP polls. Court convicts BJP MP Ram Katheria in 2011 assault case. Congress's Digvijay Singh dares Speaker to disqualify the BJP MP like Rahul Gandhi, was suspended post-conviction. Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah hits out at the Prime Minister, says although he had criticized his government over freebies, they have still managed to roll out schemes without going bankrupt. BJP lambast Siddaramaiah for taking a swipe at the Prime Minister, calls his allegations baseless, advises him to focus on the state rather than attacking the Prime Minister for publicity. Tamil Nadu BJP Chief Annamalai stirs up controversy, says Chief Minister Stalin neither knows Hindi nor English to understand Home Minister Shah's statement on language, calls DMK jobless. Congress condemns Annamalai's remarks against Stalin. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Stalin says no language can be imposed on any state, claims Tamil Nadu BJP chief cannot dare go against Amit Shah. The Mumbai police arrest man for making threat calls to police for planting bomb in a local train. TMC organizes dharna in West Bengal. The protest against centers to demand clearance of 100 days work dues to Bengal. 60 sacks of gelatin sticks recovered from an abandoned house in Radipur village of Rampur Hut. Investigation still underway. Congress leader Udit Raj in a statement says that India is a failed democracy and now India too is following the same model. On the death of cheetahs in Kuno National Park, Union Minister Bhupendra Yadav says our officers are engaged and work is being done to identify effects of the weather on the big cats. Army and Kupwara police in a joint operation foil an infiltration bid by neutralizing a terrorist at the LOC. Incriminating materials have been recovered from the terrorist. Search operation underway still. The anti-terrorism squad of the Uttar Pradesh police has arrested a Hizbul Mujahideen affiliated militant from Anandnag district of Jammu and Kashmir. 3 army jawans were killed in an anti-terror operation in Kulgam, suffered bullet injuries in initial exchange of fire. MLA's nephew held for raping 43-year-old in Alwar. Congress MLA from Katumar Babulal Bair Rawaz's nephew Virendra, who is also working as the PA of the leader, allegedly raped her on the pretext of job as Anganwadi. Heavy rainfall triggers massive landslides in Uttarakhand's Chamoli. Badrinath National Highway is shut. Bus full of passengers washed away during heavy rainfall in Uttarakhand's Nainital. All 35 passengers rescued with help of JCB. Jammu-Srinagar National Highway blocked due to landslides in Ramban area. Ongoing Amarnath Yatra has been halted at Yatri Niwas in Chandarkote. 3 dead, several injured after a bus falls into Baraka River in Girdi Dumri Road in Jharkhand. Overspeeding IRCT's double-decker bus meets with an accident in Uttar Pradesh's Farukhabad. Several have sustained injuries. Madras Motor Sports Club president says a 13-year-old Shreyas Harish has succumbed to injuries following a crash in the third round of Indian National Motorcycle Racing Championship 2023. Encounter breaks out between police and miscreants in Firozabad. 3 miscreants nabbed from the spot. ADG Paramesh becomes the new Additional Director General of Indian Coast Guard at its headquarters in the national capital. Home Minister Amit Shah launches digital portal of Central Registrar of Cooperative Societies Office. Customs Department seizes gold from 2 different passengers from Jeddah flight worth 1.12 crore rupees in Hyderabad. Ukraine's Zelensky says his country's delegation at an international meeting in Saudi Arabia is actively engaging representatives of other nations in discussions on a peace formula. The Russian Defense Ministry releases a video showing the country's Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu visiting Russian troops in Ukraine's Lyman. Hiroshima holds its 78th Peace Memorial Ceremony to mark the day when US dropped an atomic bomb on the city during World War II. Rain continues to pelt northeastern China in the wake of Typhoon Doksuri as authorities report more fatalities and missing people while evacuating thousands more. Earthquake of magnitude 5.5 strikes China's Pingyuan County. At least 21 people have sustained injuries so far. Ferry in the central Philippines strikes floating debris at sea. 1 dead, several rescued. Washington, D.C. police says 3 people have died and 2 others have sustained injuries after a shooting incident in the city. According to officials, a fast-moving brush fire kills 2 people and destroys 9 mobiles in the suburb of Tacoma in Washington. Former U.S. President Donald Trump continues to slam the new federal charges against him, argues that his political enemies are bringing the charges in an effort to keep him from returning to power. Ace gymnast Simone Biles dazzles in her return from a 2-year layoff to dominate the U.S. classic gymnastics competition.